Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, and participants of the Empowerment Initiative. Welcome to the grand launch of the To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. Today marks a momentous occasion as we embark on a remarkable journey towards creating a world where empowerment knows no bounds. In a world filled with challenges and opportunities, it is essential to recognize that empowerment is not just a lofty concept or an abstract ideal. It is a tangible force that can uplift individuals, transform communities, and shape the course of history.
The To Stardom Empowerment Initiative is born out of the belief that everyone has the potential to make a difference, break free from the chains of limitations, and achieve greatness. The To Stardom Empowerment Initiative, S2S, stands as a testament to our collective commitment to fostering an environment where empowerment thrives.
The S2S Empowerment Initiative will serve as a platform for inspiration, education, and empowerment. Through a series of impactful programs, we will explore various dimensions of empowerment, including personal growth, leadership development, entrepreneurship, and social impact. We will provide the tools, resources, and networks necessary to ignite transformation, enabling individuals to unlock their true potential.
To Stardom Empowerment Initiative is a catalyst for action, a call to turn inspiration into tangible outcomes. We encourage every one of you to take what you learn, the connections you make, and the experiences you gain, and turn them into powerful initiatives that create lasting change in your communities.
As we launch the To Stardom Empowerment Initiative, let us remember that empowerment starts within ourselves. It starts with believing in our abilities, nurturing our talents, and challenging our limitations.
I am honored to stand here today amidst a gathering of passionate individuals who are committed to make a difference. Let us seize this moment, embrace the power within us, and embark on a journey of empowerment that will shape our lives and those around us.
Thank you all for being part of this remarkable launch. Together, let us empower, inspire, and transform the world. Let us sit back and jam our hands as God's Foundation Multimedia Studio bring to you the whole events.
Our talents are treasures, so let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If only here we try, we can rise above the rest. No matter what life throws away, we can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. Our talents are treasures, so let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If always use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If only here we try, we can rise above the rest. No matter what life throws away, we can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday.
Guests and ladies and gentlemen.
It's my pleasure to welcome you to this epoch-making occasion. To lead us further into our program for today, I'd like to invite the Omopariola Queens. So please, ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Chadfina and Chadfosa Omopariola.
Fathers and mothers, brothers and sisters, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the grand official launching of the To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. Please join us to welcome our Masters of Ceremony, Mr. Muyiwa Adebayo and Ms. Omawumi Fadairo. Please give them a round of applause.
Thank you very much, sisters. Yes, thank you very much for that wonderful welcome. I want to say good morning to everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, I'm here. I'm Muyiwa Light, and
I'm Omawumi Fadairo.
so together we're going to be standing as the master of this very, very wonderful event. And I can assure you that today is going to be a wonderful opportunity for us to witness something that is great and that is wonderful. Now, somebody mentioned that there is power in one. And by the time you had 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, you don't know what might happen. And great, great things can happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to please give yourself a round of applause for being part of the one that we had to Stardom today. Left or right, and welcome them, say hello. You can say something wonderful about yourself, one thing you want them to know about you. I can see students from secondary schools, primary schools. We see how other people are coming. Please don't be shy. Yes, this is not the time to look at your phone or your book. You should be looking at somebody's highboard. Alright? I can see somebody is looking at my highboard. I'd like you to look at the person beside you. Alright? Good, 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 good.
Today we want to learn how to rise into stardom. Are you excited? Yeah, so we'll move on to the very next thing. We are going to have Mr. Akinshola to lead us with a short prayer. Thank you so much.
Praise God.
Hallelujah.
Shall we rise up as we pray the program in the hands of the Lord? Heavenly Father, we want to thank you this morning. We appreciate you for this wonderful time and moment that you have chosen for yourself.
Father, take preeminence in the name of Jesus. Amen. We'll pray that this program and every order, you will take preeminence. Amen. In the name of Jesus. Amen. Every speaker, you guide him. Amen. And this wonderful program we have that will fulfill the purpose in life of everyone in the name of Jesus. Amen. We ask at the end of this program, you take all the glory. Amen. Thank you, Heavenly Father.
Thank you, Lord.
For in Jesus' mighty name we have prayed.
Amen.
Wow, wow, what a wonderful one. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. And our dear nation, Nigeria, where this organization is getting started as the best, I'd like us to please rise one more time as we take the national anthem. We take the first verse and also the second verse. All right? Shall we rise, please? And to the S2S To Stardom anthem, please.
Our talents are treasures, so let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If only we try, we can rise above the rest, no matter what life throws away. We can make a difference and build a future we will live in together. Take this journey from start to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build a future we will live in together. We make this journey and start to stardom someday. Together we make this journey from start to stardom someday.
Now let's play together for S2S. Now, I guess some of us are hearing that for the very first time. In the course of the program, we'll take a little time to take that song again, so that wherever you go, you help us spread the word that together we can rise from star to stardom. Is that right?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please, you can have your wonderful seat.
Once again, I can feel the energy already, but I want us to do more. We have amazing guests today. We have our wonderful chairman of the occasion. We have our keynote speaker seated already, and the convener and his beautiful family. Are you excited to have them around? To direct us himself, the welcome address from the director. And as it comes on board, I want you to jam your hands together, because it's not enough to build a great life for yourself, but what is most important is to impact lives around you and build something for generations that are coming behind, and leave a legacy for the world to see. I want you to clap your hands together as we bring on board the convener, the man behind the vision from start to stardom.
This morning, as the convener of this meeting today, I want to especially welcome our keynote speaker, Mr. Debayo Victor, the founder of Diversity Talent Management Limited, Lagos. Also, I cannot but honorably appreciate the chairman of this occasion, person of Professor Jadola Kayode, former President College of Excellency, University. You're welcome, sir. I also need to appreciate the honorable dignitaries that my time will not permit me to mention. Also, I need to acknowledge the presence of our amazing partners and all the NGO directors present here today. Not only that, the members and volunteers of S2S, I give kudos to you to make this day a reality. Our dynamic graduate and undergraduate students here present, I duly recognize your presence. And then all our secondary school students, Station 2, and then you grace this occasion. This meeting is importantly prepared for you as stars longing to reach stardom. I recognize your presence. Then, ladies and gentlemen, good morning once again. It's me a great pleasure to welcome you all to the grand and official launching of To Stardom Empowerment Initiative on this day, 13th May 2023. The vision came 5 years ago as a result of personal experiences and discoveries from young people that every man created by God is a star that is gifted, talented, and endowed to shine in destiny. Many stars have turned to skies, and many stars have been buried through poverty, through lack of education, broken homes, loss of parents, physical challenges, environmental factor, and societal negative vices. Many like minds were contacted and willing to give their time and talent to discover stars and help them to gradually reach their stardom, because we cannot do it alone. Thereby necessitate this event today, and that is why you are here, to unleash your brilliance, imprison your potency, and play in the big league of iconic results. You have such power within you, and it reveals itself in your mindset. Please do not allow your past pains and present frustration to diminish your glory, stifle your invincibility, and choke the unlimited possibilities that lies within the supreme power, supreme part of you. In a world that seeks to keep you down, please build yourself up. In an era that wishes you will stay in the dark, stay into your light. And at a time that mesmerizes you to forget your gifts, please reclaim your genius. Our all requires this from each and every one of us to move from star to stardom, and to be champions of our craft, warriors of our growth, and guardians of our unconditional love for all mankind. Please pay attention to every details of the program today, as our leaders and champions who have passed through this, path in life, how they were able to move from star to stardom. I cannot but also appreciate the immense contribution of our volunteers, our partners, our donors, and their parents present here today, who believe and live in the vision and the mission of helping others to do more. And also remember the words of Martin Luther King Jr. He says, Everybody can be great because anybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and verb, that is Kenko, agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve or to give. In fact, you don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve or help humanity. You need a heart full of grace, a soul generated by love. As I conclude this welcome address today, one of the big lessons I have learned over the years is that giving to other people is a gift you give to yourself. Raise the joy of others, and you will get even more joy. Increase the state of your fellow humans, and naturally, your own state of being ascends. Success is cool, but significance is rare. Generosity, not scarcity, is the trait of all of the great men and women who have upgraded our world and our nation. As we unveil S2M, Start to Stardom Empowerment Initiative today, under the distinguished leadership of the chairman of this occasion, Professor Ijadola, we need more collaboration, we need more cooperation, we need more connection and assistance from cheerful givers in making this organization achieve its goal, which is discovering purpose and fulfilling destiny. Once again, thank you so much for coming today and gracing this occasion at the launch of Start to Stardom Empowerment Initiative 2023. Thank you so much for the time.
Acknowledge the presence of our distinguished guests of honor today. So join me to acknowledge Mr. Oju Ade Kolawole. Yes, welcome, sir. I think we need more energy. Yes, let us acknowledge them because they have come to be part of this program. Next is Mr. Giwa AA. Thank you, sir. We really appreciate your coming. God bless you. Mr. Ajibola Samuel Okundare. Oh, you're welcome, sir. God bless you. And now, Mrs. Bifari MT. That's the Director of Nursing Service, OAUT. We need to do more. This is a Director of Nursing Service. And now, please move forward. Thank you so much, ma. Thanks for blessing us with your presence. We are so glad you're here. We should be clapping until they get to their seats. Thank you very much, ma. You are honored. And next is Mrs. Ogunniyi GM, who is an audiologist, OAUTC Ilefe. Ma, you're welcome, please, ma. We want you to step forward. Thank you so much. God bless you. And now we want to recognize the presence of our beloved parents, our mentors, our parents in the Lord. Prince Adetogun Adekule, who is a retired chief accountant, OAUTC Ilefe. Daddy, you are welcome. We are so happy to have you in our midst. You've always been there for us at every junction. And today we are so privileged to have you one more time. And now, beside Bobby is a beautiful, radiant mother of so many great children. Mother who has inspired a lot of people. Mrs. Adetogun Olajumoke. She's also a retired civil servant. Can't you see how beautiful they are? Civil servant from the Ministry of Education of Osun State. Isn't that beautiful to have our parents here today? And now we have Mr. Akinshola Oluwaseyi from Proud FM Ilefe. Wow, so beautiful to have you around, sir. And next we have Dr. Daniel Eyabo. Dr. Daniel, we say thank you so much for being a part of this program. And Mr. Adebowale Aderele, thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Okay, thank you so much. Now we have Carry That, OAUTAT. I think that's a group. I want you to clap for, give their earpiece. I want you to wave your hands. We want to know you. Wow, beautiful. So we're not just having individuals coming here. We also have people coming as an organization, as a group. That's beautiful. And we have our beloved students, our stars that are coming here today to learn how to rise to stardom from Oduduwa College. We acknowledge your presence. Thank you so much. And so before we move to the next thing, I want us to adjust our seating arrangement. He's a man of God, and that's Pastor Oluwaseyi Obayemi. Thank you very much, sir. We acknowledge your presence. We love you so much. Thank you for all your support. And now we want to sit better. We are stars. We are going to be having a spoken word artist. You see, if you listen to that song we just rendered today, it spoke about using your talent to solve problems, using your talent to impact lives. So it's not just about, hey, I can read, I'm a doctor. What do you have in you that you can use to serve your word? Olupano, who is a spoken word artist and also a law aspect. She wants to be a barrister, but before then, she's already using her kids to change the world. So join me as I welcome on board Rashidat Olupano. So beautiful to have you around. It's someone who walks like a star. That's her. Thank you very much.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, invited guests, our keynote speaker, the organizer of this program, our founder, and ladies and gentlemen present. And my name is Olupano Rashidat Oluwashilafumi, and today I'm going to be discussing or talking about, I'm going to just be directing my speech to 5 different sets of people. The owner of the talent, the parents, the teachers, the religious set, and the society. Before I go into my speech, I want to share my reactions to some of the actions that I've actually been able to see. 2 years ago, some of my seniors were invited to Aso Rock. They were invited, as spoken word artists too, they were invited and then they presented themselves. They were launched, and then at the end of the day, they gave them the certificate of participation, and that was just the end of it. There was nothing more. After the presentation and the identification of the potential, that was just the end of it. Nothing else happened. 4 days ago, too, while at home, I was opportune to watch the inauguration ceremony of the African First Lady's Secretariat inauguration in Abuja. The anchor or the spoken word artist there was a woman in her early 50s or late 50s. So I told myself, this is the kind of person you should actually emulate. But if this woman doesn't come down, you're not going to rise. Because in this nation of ours, the youth aren't really recognized. Also, when I was in primary school, I always wanted to become an engineer. I told Daddy, I always wanted to become an engineer or a medical doctor. But some things happened, my teachers, the way they looked down on me, I just told myself, no, this is not the way. I was going to be a lawyer. And thank God he actually disgraced and embarrassed me in front of almost everybody. I would not be able to become the kind of person I am. The United Nations identifies the youth as people between the ages of 15 to 25. The Commonwealth identifies the youth as people between the ages of 15 to 29. African Youth Charter identifies youth as people between the ages of 15 to 35, while the Nigerian National Youth Charter identifies the youth as people between the ages of 18 to 35. And developmental theorist Erik Erikson says youth end at the age of 40. So let's just assume that if you are 40, you are still a youth. But unfortunately for us, the Minister of Youth and Sport in Nigeria is 56. Well, maybe we actually need the experience. We need the experience to drive us. But at least, I don't know, apart from sports, which is actually a national or a world competition, there is nothing else for us. We hear the issue of them identifying, and then after the identification, nothing else comes after it. They identify you, and then you're not harnessed, you're not exploited, your talent is just there for you. So I said I was going to be talking to just 5 categories of people. The youth, the parents, the teachers, the religious sects, and society. To the youth, most of us, if you ask them, what do you do, what's your talent, what can you do, most of the people you see will tell you, well, I don't know, I've not discovered myself very, very soon. Maybe when I discover myself, I'm going to tell you. If you don't discover yourself between the ages of 15 to 25, when will you discover yourself and when do you want to be exploited? And then you keep shouting, okay, fine, nobody wants to know what I'm doing, nobody wants to know what I'm doing. Who will know what you're doing when you're not talking out? Nobody will just know, you just sit there and then your talent, as you grow, your talents die with you. Also, to the parents, okay, you know your children can sing, they can do this, they can dance, and instead of helping them, no, you're not going to go through that way. I have a family friend. She has always wanted to join the member of press club when I was in secondary school. Okay, so I come and join the press club. No, my mom said I can't do it. The mom even came to my house. Rashidat, so I would join press club. Science club, me machine, medical doctor, or me mad oh, good Jacob, in the club, to move out to my report for mommy. But my mom knows I'm actually a member of press club. She doesn't want her daughter to do it because she wants the daughter to become a doctor. Well, Professor Jadwal, I must actually appreciate you. Corey is my friend. When he told me I was going to do fine arts, I told him, your dad is a professor of medicine and your mom is also an associate professor in this same field, and they are going to allow their only son, their first son, to study fine arts. I was very, 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 very surprised and impressed. If a lot of parents can actually follow what you did, perhaps the world is going to be a better place. Then to the third people, to the third category of people, the teachers. Well, when I was in secondary school, junior secondary school to be precise, one of my teachers told my friend, girl, you must not do act like your sister. That field is full of wasted resources, blah, blah, blah. You must not go into it. There is no lucrative anything. You're going to just die, like everything's just going to die. I thought like, okay, so we that we are going to arts, we that want to become lawyer, we that want to become spoken artists, we don't have future in this country, unless we go for sciences. Nothing is going to happen to us, we're not going to be exploited. Teachers should actually encourage, not actually discourage or degrade students to the extent of them killing their talents and them not knowing what they actually want to do. To the religious sect, a Muslim will tell you, well, in my religion, as a girl, I cannot talk outside. Well, if a Muslim tells you, if a Muslim girl tells you as a girl, you can't talk outside, tell her she does not have the right command of English or she does not have the right command of word. She's just using Islam as an excuse. Aisha, the wife of the Prophet said, when her husband died, a lot of people would go to her, companions of the Prophet would go to her, and she was going to teach them. If a Muslim told, okay, fine, my religion does not allow instruments in music, that one is actually sure. But if a Muslim tells you, no, I can't sing because my religion does not allow it, it's a lie. The Prophet Dawood, David, was a singer. They said it in the Quran that he had a very, very sonorous voice. How would we have known it if he had a sonorous voice? It's not because they actually exploited it, it's not because he actually showed it to people and people heard it. So stop using religion as an excuse. And then because you want to act and this and that, and then you see people, because of people, you see them walking naked and everything, and they're like, my child cannot become like that. What we have with Zion movies, they are actually actors, and I watch Zion movies a lot. And then you see them acting, you're like, no, you can't go through that one. You know that thing can show they talk about you about what to share in the to bad data, then to the last set of people, the society. The society has found this, they put themselves in this situation whereby they actually dictate for almost all of us. That is just this for me. And then a lot of people medicine, okay, well, you're a doctor, you're going to do this, you're going to have this, you might actually become a doctor and become a writer. You might become a singer and be an engineer. There is no limitation, of potential. You can do as much as what you want to do. So please, once we identify it, let's just use it. And nobody should please kill our dream for us anymore. Thank you.
And there's a part of our anthem that talks about, I think the last, second to the last of the chorus talks about journey, the word journey. Rashida is on a journey right now. We're looking forward to celebrating you at a higher level. I see you becoming a voice for young people, a voice for Nigeria, a voice to the world. So the world will listen to you. Yes, and we will witness that. Okay, please let's celebrate that once again. In the course of the meeting, we had Mr. Ogundare Ajibola. Mr. Ogundare. Yes, the way tutors. Yes, please, let's celebrate him. You're welcome, sir. It's good to have you here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, to emphasize what we are all about and to keep young people motivated, I'd like us to quickly visit our anthem once again before I bring up the next thing. Please, multimedia, if we can just have the lyrics. We all have wings to fly, if only we try. We can rise above the rest, no matter what life throws our way. Then it says, we can make a difference and build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey from star to stardom someday. Now, getting to the stardom is not a day job, it's a journey. So, please, if you just permit me, do we have it down? All right, great. From the start, please. Now, we'll just sing it together. Our talents, our treasures. If I can just raise that a little bit up. Our talents, our treasures. So let us use them for our dreams. Can we try that together? Our talents, our treasures. So let us use them for our dreams. I hope you can hear me, right? Yes. Okay. One more time. Our talents, go. Our talents, our treasures. So let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly, if only we try. Can we try that? We all have wings to fly, if only we try. We can rise above the rest. Can we take that? We can rise above the rest, no matter what life throws away. No matter what life throws away. Do you agree with us with those statements? Yes. All right, can we take it from the top? Our talents. Our talents, our treasures. So let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly, if only we try. We can rise. We can rise above the rest, no matter what life throws away. Now, the next part. We can make a difference. Can we go? We can make a difference and build a future we believe in. And build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey. Together we make this journey. From star to stardom someday. From star to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey. From star to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey. From star to stardom someday. Now let's have the voice, please. Yes, we're running together on a high beat. Okay? Thank you. Our talents, our treasures. So let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If only we try, we can rise above the rest, no matter what life throws away.
We can make
a difference and build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey from start to stardom. Someday we can make a difference and build a future we believe in. Together we make this journey from start to stardom. Someday together we make this journey from start to stardom. Someday. We've all done wonderfully well. Can we put our hands together for ourselves? Thank you very much. Now, ladies and gentlemen, just about I think a month now ago, we had this Ile-Ife Youth Empowerment Summit or acquisition program, so to say, and we had over 70 young people equipped with one skill or the other. That was initiated by Star to Stardom. That is a wonderful initiative. Please, I'd like you to join your hands together with mine as we put hands together and celebrate this great feat that Star to Stardom initiative, empowerment initiative achieved. And in shoemaking, in fashion design, in programming, graphic design, and many more like that. And to exhibit one of those skills is this wonderful young, or are these wonderful young people who also came together to build what we call the very, very first website of Star to Stardom Empowerment Initiative. People who have never programmed before, and they have something to show us. So, ladies and gentlemen, yes, what sign are you giving me? Okay, great. Ladies and gentlemen, please let's receive these wonderful stars who are on their way to stardom already. Please celebrate them.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, sons and wives. My name is John, and I was opportune to be the instructor for the training that we just finished. So they are going to be demonstrating the websites that we built together during the course of the training, and I hope you enjoy as they show it to us.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Austin Ayodeji, and I'm privileged to be part of the programming team. So within the few weeks of this intensive training, realizing that this Star to Stardom is a global program, so we have then been able to build and develop a website for Star to Stardom, which will make it visible globally, not only to people in Ife or Nigeria, but to Africa and the entire world. Thank you very much. Yeah, these are what you have been able to build. This is the website. And these also are my colleagues in the team.
Great Star to Stardomites. I am Praise Adibola. During this 4 weeks intensive training of programming class, we've been able to build outstanding websites with the help of our tutor, of our facilitator, and with the help of Star to Stardom. Now we are able to build not only websites, we're also able to build things like, with furthermore growth, you are able to do things like data analysis, front end and back end development. You don't work for everything else. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. So, and the website is live now. You can check them from your phone at www.s2sinitiative.com.ng. So you can visit www.s2sinitiative.com.ng. And if you scroll down to the bottom, if you scroll down, all right, okay, you scroll up. Thank you. So if you have questions, you can pass us your questions. If you have anything you want to get clear about, you can reach us from the website. And with this little thing we're able to come up with, and these wonderful people, not all of them are here yet, right? So if we're able to come up with this within 4 weeks, that is not every day that we meet, we believe that if we had more time together and we have more support, we could come up with something better, isn't it? So we urge that you give us your support, and God bless all of us. Thank you so much.
Thaddeus Ijaduola is a Nigerian professor of public health and community medicine of the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, Nigeria. He was educated at the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, the West African College of Physicians, Lagos, Nigeria, and also educated at the Johns Hopkins University School of Public Health, Baltimore, MD, USA. He previously served as the head of Department of Community Health, Director of the Institute of Public Health, and Provost of the College of Health Sciences of the OAU Ile-Ife. He is widely published and traveled, and is a person of faith belonging to the Catholic community of the OAU Ile-Ife. Kayode Thaddeus is married to Dr. Marcelina Yinuade Ijaduola of the Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife, and together they have 3 children.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a clapping and standing ovation, let's make welcome Professor Kayode Thaddeus Ijaduola.
Welcome, sir. You're welcome. We celebrate the grace of God in your life. We see all the impact. We see all the beautiful work you're doing. Welcome, welcome.
To thank you for leaving every other thing that you could have done this morning to come here. I only got to know about this in the last 3 weeks or thereabout, when Mr. Mokwariola approached me and asked if I would be willing to chair this occasion this morning. Thank you. I must say that I'm impressed with all that I've seen and heard, from our young people and all the collaborators of To Stardom initiative here this morning. And of course, as the mantra of the initiative and the foundation goes, this is about discovering purpose and fulfilling destinies in life. As you can see, that the bulk of this gathering this morning is made up of young people who still have the world ahead of them and a lot of potentials, that they need to feel and realize. And that's the reason why we're here. In the world we live in today, especially in our country, Nigeria, you agree with me that you don't find many individuals or groups who go out of their ways to inquire and get bothered about the concerns of other people, especially the less privileged in the society. That is not the way of our country. And depending on what part of the world you also find yourself, that might not be the way of many parts of the world today. The everyday troubles we all encounter is already a cup full. And if we start to ask each other, some of those, but everybody will have a story to tell about the borders and the concerns and the burdens that we all carry and bear, on a day-to-day basis. So why should we be bothered about what happens to the next person if it's not your cup of tea in the first place? So even corporate organizations, when they perform their corporate social responsibilities, you only hear them bankroll musical concerts and activities of little or no value addition to the lives of the young and the less privileged in the society. That's what I hear them do. I don't want to mention names, but they come to this campus. They're always sponsoring the musical jamborees, and all the irrelevant people that young people do. But rather than discovering talents and supporting the initiatives to unravel the future and the potentials that a lot of young people have, but they don't have helpers, they often don't look in that direction. So when an individual like our Executive Director, Mr. Mokwariola, therefore concerns himself with what might become of the lots of young people who might ordinarily not have the right opportunities to blossom and attain their full potentials, the least we can all do, ladies and gentlemen, people of goodwill, is to encourage such an individual so that he does not get overwhelmed or get disillusioned. So when I look around and make a guesstimate of the resources that have even gone into organizing this program this morning, I cannot but marvel at the passion and commitment of Mr. Mopariola, the visionary on whose behalf we are all gathered here this morning. I am equally impressed with his value system and the things that he holds there. More especially about the caliber of people that are gathered here this morning. For some other people, I won't be the chair of this occasion. I mean, I'm just a university professor who likes to speak English and teach. You know, I don't have big resources. My pocket is not deep to throw out money, you know, for the kind of things that he will need to do with the initiative of this foundation. I see many of the people here seated in front are my colleagues. I know them. Save of the keynote speaker. I don't think there's any other person, maybe one or two others, that I don't know in this room. They are not people of means. They don't have huge pockets. But for you, those are the people you hold there. Those are the values that are important to you. What they do, you think every day contributes to the building of the future and the lives of all of these young ones. And I guess that's why you put them here together this morning. You will not mind that at the end of the day, they might not give you the millions that you really need to, you know, to work with in this organization. But you can always count on their goodwill, you know, and whatever networking they're able to provide to make sure that you continue in this business. And so I thank you all, you know, for finding time to come here this morning. So I congratulate you on that note, Mr. Mopariola, your spouse, family members, collaborators, and everybody here. On a day like this, when you have a public launch of the Start to Stardom initiative, I can only wish you very well, as I equally call on all persons of goodwill here present this morning, to support this drive in their own little ways, with their time, with their talent, and with their treasure. Welcome on board, ladies and gentlemen, and God bless you all. Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being part of the program so far. In the course of this meeting, we also had someone who also walked in. I can see a wonderful brother, a wonderful Egbon as well. Let's celebrate him. He's here. You can see it, he looks like a corporate. Yeah, Pan-African. You're welcome, sir. It's good to see you here, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have people who would like to speak with their own mouth. It's good to hear from the horse's mouth. We have those who would like to give us testimonials. They would like to share with us what their experience has been, how S2S has impacted them. To facilitate that session, I have Mr. Hakil, one of our Director of Studies. Please, can you please put your hands together for him as our studies in chief. He's a traditional man from Yola, right? Yeah. All the way from Adamawa State.
Yeah. Oh, good morning, our distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen. You say chief when you're the highest in ranking. I am a medical student and I have prof. Yeah. So I rip myself of every chief. I have no chief. It's a privilege to stand before you all and to stand before men who have stood before me. I really find this very, very encouraging personally. That I'm opportune to sit before Prof. Sir, I'm going to write this in my biography. Yes, we had a project about 2 months ago, I want to believe that's in March, where we were able to gather quite a number of people, about 100, to train them in various skills. Just like the director said earlier, in Nigeria these days, it is not the certificate that pays any longer. Yes, I can testify. The people who are making it in different fields have found other means by which they are making it. And we don't want the people we come across to just go through school and become, what do they call, liabilities to society. And that's why, according to the vision, we found people who had passion, but didn't know how to go about it. And we should come in to make beautiful designs. So what I'll be doing this afternoon is calling for some of our students to come forward and present some of the things they have done. So please, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to invite the S2S trainees, now graduates. We'll be graduating them officially today to please display some of the things they have done. Please celebrate them with an applause as I leave them.
I mean, we want to do it together. We want to rise from start to stardom together. So we are too, scattered. Let's come together. Please, I want you guys to come forward and fill these empty spaces. Even our photographs should look more beautiful. Let us fill up this middle column first, please. Please, not look scattered and we are many. Look at us. We are many. Please, protocols, help them come forward and fill those spaces. Wow, beautiful. Are we ready? Okay. Some people, the people are still sitting down and they're not even smiling. Wow, be happy. Thank you very much for coming forward. Thank you so much. We are so happy to have you in our midst. We do not take your presence for granted. Wow, beautiful. Thank you for moving forward so that you can see how things are really going on. See these beautiful things. You won't see them very well where you're seated. Alright? Thank you very much. Please, thank you.
Alright, thank you very much. Shall the first and the second row to do a quick inspection. These things you can see. So in no order, Sas, you can come forward. You can come forward. Thank you. Please, you can come forward. Please, can you celebrate them? Yes, please. Second row expecting you. Please come. Sir, this is Zobo. Very good Zobo, sir. Yes, sir. Prof said he thought it was honey. It's actually Zobo. Onic Zobo. This is coconut oil. Yes, sir. Adiabon. This is clean. I would like to hear that again. Wow, thank you. Just within 4 weeks of training. Hello. So we have the cakes, and we have these different arts, clothes that our students in fashion design were able to create in 4 weeks of training.
Exactly.
Lovely. It's like. Made a bag from clothes.
Yeah. Okay.
This is exhibition going on. Our students are exhibiting what they were taught in just 4 weeks of training. All right. Sir, before you lead the guests out of the table, we would like to sell some of these things to you, sir. Yes. And so probably the others can come up and pick anything and pay over and above it, but not below, please. I trust our guests will not disappoint. So you're free to just look at anything of interest and encourage our youngsters with it. Yes, in this era of electronic banking, if you can't drop cash, you can make transfers to.
I just want to encourage all of us here that each person just pick at least one thing. Pick at least one thing to really. And do it, make it like, what do you call it, during having, make it like bazaar sales. So you are not paying the cost price. You are making like a bazaar sale. So even if the cost price is 10 naira, you might pay $1 million for it. That's what we do in bazaars. So I encourage us all to pick one thing in the list. I will just find somebody to do it. So young man, where are you?
Alright, there's please for the hearts. What's the list price for the hearts? Yes. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Please, we appreciate you very quickly. You do it with order, to the order that you taste it and you feel that. Please, before we progress to the next event, we would like to recognize our partners. These things were not, they were taught by not paid. There were people who keyed into the vision of the director and they came together to be able to give this cube free of charge. They were not paid time. If they were paid, I'm not aware. But as the coordinator of the program, I know that none of the facilitators was paid in time. And for 1 month, they gave their skill free of charge to our students. We want to celebrate them. We have in the house, now there are some skills that are not represented here. We do not have our students in photography, because photography takes a whole lot of complex work, and but they are trained enough and we have them in the house. Now we have the facilitator of that skill, photography, in the house, in the name of Mr. Debowale, the manager of Cube Studio. Can you please celebrate him? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. He gave us access to his studio. For 1 month, our students went there and learned all the bullets. These are people who own businesses. And so they just opened the door for us, and our students went there and learned for a space of 1 month. For the man who facilitated shoemaking, we have Mr. Christopher Lawa of Lawa Chris Ventures. We celebrate you, sir. Thank you for your service to humanity. And then for fashion design, we had 2 facilitators, a specialist in female dresses and a specialist in male dresses. Unfortunately, we don't have the specialist for male dresses around, but the one who facilitated the female dresses is ably around, and that is the manager of Annex Trendy Court. I will celebrate you, man. Here she is. Thank you so much for your service to humanity. Our students also had the privilege to be taught under one of the biggest printing presses, if there's a word like that, in Ife, and that is A&G. For 1 month, A&G gave us access to his printing press for our students to learn all that they could learn. Unfortunately absent, we would like to celebrate in absentia Mr. A&G. We also have some of our facilitators who do not own business brands but who are upcoming and doing well. We had the man who facilitated our students on programming. He's a student of OAU and a programmer in the making. He devoted 1 month of his time and was able to. Yes, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, man. Everyone, you are facilitators, move forward. Mr. We have natural air. Our schools cannot make natural air, stand natural air. Here they are, people celebrate it. Now, I think I want to do a special display. Those short photograph here. Thank you. There are so many who are able to be able to go through the names because of one at a time. Our students who were trained, and many more. Out of more than 100 who registered for the skill training, we were able to graduate 70 and train them. And so we'll be giving out certificates later in the day. Thank you. These arrangements. If you want your hair, natural hair to be styled, you can sure to get good services from these students. And this was the facilitator, Kenneth Naturals. Thank you very much.
Inspired. If you were inspired, I want you to see your hands up, to raise your hands up. Personally, I'm a nurse. And then, when I started, they'll make us feel like, oh, if I'm nursing or medicine, you don't get any business. They'll pay you big money. But along the line, I learned that you have to develop your skills in business and entrepreneurship. And it has really helped me personally. And today you are inspired to do something. There's something in you that you can leverage on to either build a business or to grow a skill that can transform the world. So we are moving on to the keynote speech. Oh, but before then, I know that some people came in looking radiant and beautiful, and then we're so excited to have you. Here we also have Excel Kings and Queen College. Amazing. We are here because of you, and we are the stars that we have come to celebrate. I want you to celebrate yourself. Clap your hands. And with them is Mr. Ogunjimi. That's the principal. Mr. Ogunjimi, can we see you? Oh, thank you very much. You're welcome. We also have Minirat College. Minirat College, are you here? Can you wave your hands? Okay. Celebrate yourself. Clap your hands together. We are so happy to have you around. Like I said, we are at a very significant junction, ladies and gentlemen. And then I want the media to give us elegant and agile man of God. Yeah, let me just stop there. Allow the media to do the work.
Victor Adebayo, the founder, Diversity Talent Management Limited. He is an alumnus of organisations such as Summit Chanrai Group, FBN Quest Merchant Bank, General Electric Oil and Gas, Procter & Gamble, Zenith Bank and DTL Systems and Education Consulting, where he had experiences in HR, business development, office management, sales operations, manufacturing operations, corporate communications, legal and compliance and education consulting. He was recently the Chief Operations Officer at CIG Group, where he oversees strategy and business intelligence, human resources, corporate services, and distribution operations. He attended executive learning sessions at Harvard Law School, participating in the Leadership and Negotiation Programme, and attended the London School of Economics and Political Science, graduating with an A+ distinction at the Strategic Decision-Making Programme. He obtained his bachelor's and master's degree from Obafemi Awolowo University. He is a certified management consultant and a fellow Institute of Management Consultants. He is a conference speaker and an active participant in learning, leadership, and strategy sessions. Victor has led learning intervention, strategy sessions for organisations in oil and gas, FMCG, financial services, public sector, and loads more. Victor is married with 3 lovely angels, and he pastors his local assembly's group of youth churches. Please welcome Mr. Victor Adebayo.
I want you to clap your hands on the guest tonight. Keep clapping. Are you
very much. Thank you very much. We may please be seated. Thank you very, very much. I want to say it's a very, very special occasion being here. I would like to say if it was Whiskey or Davido who was featuring today, I'm sure we'll have to open all the windows here because people will be clinging to those doors and windows trying to see what is happening here. But I must tell you, you guys are the real destiny makers. You guys are the real heroes. Because I've been thinking and asking myself, how do I start this presentation? And I tried to pen down a couple of things, and I will share some things also with you as we get along. The power of any nation is in the conscious and deliberate activation of the potentials of our youth. And it's very, very important for us that we can only activate those things on 3 levels. The first one, an activation of character and life values. The deficiency we can see, obviously, everywhere you go. I always share this testimonial. During my time at Chanrai Group, my first budget was 4 billion. And people till today will not imagine a man who sits on 4 billion, and yet I will account for every penny. I would account for everything. And I would do my statements and send to the chairman of the company who is based in Singapore. He never asked me to, but I just feel it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful. If 4 billion has been entrusted into my care, I must provide detailed accountability for it. Character and value is long lost in our nation on the altar of making money. I do make money too, but I make money justifiably. And if I ever get an invitation from the EFCC, I'll gladly go there with my champagne. Because after our conversation, we will all share the drink. And that's what should be for each and every one of us. The second thing is an awakening to information, knowledge, talents, and gifts. Stir up, therefore, the gift that remains within you. It's very important for you all to know what you could do. Looking at all of this and seeing that it was done in just 4 weekends, you guys sacrificed your time. You guys sacrificed your relaxation. You sacrificed your comfort. And then you went out of your way to acquire knowledge. It's not even 4 weeks, just 4 weekends. Let's call it out. Yeah. And you made all of this. To that, I'm giving you guys 150,000. You have all done well for yourself. And it's just the beginning of life for you all. And trust me, the time will come when you will say that, look, I am giving to the next group of people 150 million people. Amen. And it will definitely happen for you all. So please get to know more about what you are doing. I tell people sometimes, you're a fashion designer, you start learning this. Please take a visit to Lagos. Come over to Allen Avenue. Come to Victoria Island. Just wear your best clothes and enter all of those places. And please do well to polish your English. You know, in it. Those kind of things. So that when you get in there, you can just communicate to them, hello, good afternoon. I just want to see some of your designs. And then you guys will have read it up. Some of the designs by Theo, by Giorgio Fellini, and all of those things. And you ask them if they have some of those things. Some of the attendants may not even know the names, but they'll tell you the designers they have. You have added to your knowledge. Look at the designs that they make. Get a photographic brain. See those things. When you get back home, start coming up with your own plans and designs too. So that you do know that it is not only on the internet that those designs exist. They also exist in real life. So I will beg you, forget those ones who tell you education is a scam. They are foolish. Honestly. Very foolish. And they tell you, oh, Bill Gates dropped out of school. He had acquired enough credit for his BSc. He just had a fantastic business idea, and he didn't want his closest rival to hit the market ahead of him. But what they never tell you is that his mother was on the board of a bank. His mother was the one who ensured that Microsoft computer was the one adopted by the US government ahead of the Apple computers. There was the influence of what? An influential parent. The support of an influential parent behind me. So when they tell you education is a scam, tell them that, look, I know better. Don't let them scam about do you. Because you are better than they are. The third thing Information without action will only land you in elegant frustration. Act on everything you have learned. You see, I can tell you my story too. It wasn't all rosy. I graduated from this university 20 years ago. And I really hope so many changes I've seen around here and you know all the developments. And I'm like, I'm jealous. I mean, when we were here, we had all of these benefits to learn all these great things. But trust me, I had a dream when I was here. I wanted to come here and study electronics, electrical engineering. I was influenced by a friend called Shegun. His father worked for Binaton at the time. And he would always tell us about the electronic appliances that they give his father every time. And I started researching about Japan. It's a knowledge-driven economy in Japan. They have zero natural resources, zero, nothing. But Japan economy is the third largest economy in the world today. All born out of knowledge. And what? Knowledge with character and value. Do you know Japan has been reducing the number of its policemen on a yearly basis? Because there are no crimes. You can forget your laptop here. In 2 weeks' time, come back, it's there. Or worst case scenario, those who are taking care of this place may keep it for you. And they will put an ad all over the place to tell you there's a missing laptop here. You will always find it. In fact, Japanese police are struggling every year to justify their income to the Japanese nation because there are no crimes. Because they believe in strong values. A train comes late, the train master will resign and take a bow before the public, apologizing that the train came 30 seconds late. 30 seconds late, not 1 hour, not African time. So please, act on it all. Like I started off, I wanted electrical electronics engineering, and jammed me along the way. I scored 220, and then I was not granted, of course, elect. And then my name came out in statistics, and then WAEC waylaid me. They withheld my economics results. I sat down there, I was worried. And at a point in time, I'm like, God, I'm a Christian. I serve you. What's going on here? I mean, should the devil go and hire another devil? They can't match you. So why am I your child then struggling? And I sat down there looking, gazing into the future. I never knew what the future held for me. But my cousin just told me, you know what? Give it your best shot. Let's see what comes up. And that was how I was introduced to the Department of Zoology, which you all call zoo. And for me, it was, oh my goodness. I remember all those documentaries that we watch on TV. Oh, yeah. And you see those white guys chasing lions and monkeys in the forest. And I'm like, Oluwa Victor. Oh, I'm a fire. Hey, the red ball. But then, in the midst of those uncertainties, I decided to give it a try. My first semester, I was in the 3rd class. But by my 2nd semester, by the time I was graduating, I was top 10 in the department. And you know, it made a world of difference. And guess what happened? PwC came to the university and they told us something about determining our future. And they told us that, look, your BSc or your course of degree is just a standard of measure of your intelligence quotient. How far you go is still determined by you. He said the world is a stage. You are the actor. Set your own script and act it out. The world will lead the way for you if only you know where you are going to. Our speaker spoke earlier on. Oh, some of us, we don't know what we want to do. And let me tell you, some people discovered their purpose at 68 and they turned the world around. I was called upon in 2019, or Baba Ebenezer Baba Tokwe, that he was starting another factory in the Ekiti State and was looking for a CEO to run it. And then I looked at myself, it was Ekiti. But guess what? If the man at 83 at the time was still having a dream of establishing something, who are you to stop dreaming? We should all keep dreaming. None of us knew where we were going. I kept pushing. I started off my first job with DTL Systems. It was an IT company. And then that was when website building, networking, CCNA, and everything was in vogue. And I went there to work with them. I learned CCNA from zoology. And then I learned networking. I became a computer enthusiast. And then from there, I moved on into sales. And after then, the world opened up to me. I got jobs from organizations. First, it was First Bank who made me an offer. And then a week later, Zenith Bank made me an offer too. And so, don't mind me then, I didn't pray to God, know God's will on which one to choose. I simply looked at the most important page in their document, Ego page. And so the moment I saw that Zenith Bank was offering me 500,000 naira more than what First Bank was offering me, I knew it was God's will for me to work at Zenith Bank. So I moved on immediately into Zenith Bank. And lo and behold, I only spent 3 months in Zenith Bank. And why? I started speaking with Procter & Gamble. I didn't know how much they paid. But somebody told me, look, this man, P&G, is a good training environment. They will teach you all you need to know. And remember, I have a science background. And here I am in business. I needed some background. And I needed an organization that was going to take the risk on me. So I asked myself, how much do they pay in these manufacturing organizations? Then in Zenith Bank, I was earning 88K every month. I was a big boy, you know what that meant at that point in time. 88,000 naira banker with our suit and tie, you know. And I was told, those guys, they pay me around 60,000 naira. How do I do it? But guess what? I told them I'll take it. If it is meaning only for me to learn. I never knew. I was just being tested. Lord chat with me. He was blown away by my visions and by my idea. He said, you have a clarity of where you are going to, but let's help you get there one step at a time. Please, as young people, spend 15-20 minutes every day on your own. Just sit down and think about every plan and every dream you have for yourself. Just write them down. Don't allow any form of distraction. Let me tell you, you will look back like me 20 years from today, and you will begin to connect the dots, and you will find out that it all makes sense. I'm telling you one thing. It is not just so much for you to kneel down. Oh God, where am I going to go? See, when God created us and we were all born, we were born with everything we needed to survive. If we needed money to survive, He would have handsomely put when we were being born. But He created us and gave us something more unique. He's giving us brains to allow Him rest on very many matters of life. I was watching inventions in medicine recently, how they were giving eyesight to people who were born blind. I was watching one with Parkinson's diseases, and they're touching his nose. And it's like, oh my God, you guys can't clap for me? And everybody started clapping for him. What happened? The people God gave intellect decided to put it to use. And therefore, they are improving life. Technology is no longer improvement to life. It is now the advancement of life. And so you too can enhance life if you would deploy your capabilities, your touch, your faculty to building something for yourself. When I went to Procter & Gamble to collect my offer letter, guess how much I was offered? 250,000. Wow. Hey, Oma, like they say, I told them, Oma, we die here. But then, we moved on. Then I've worked in several other organizations till date. When we were coming yesterday, my wife and I were just having some conversations. And I got 2 different calls for different organizations. I've always been telling her, maybe the next thing is for us to go into government. And then I got a call from government too. And I'm like, is this it? She was like, we are going to Abuja. I said, I'm not ready for Abuja. I said, you are going to Abuja now. Well, like we say, I want to come. We have another look over. And then we all move on in life. So it's important. Now, before I wrap it up, I want to let you know some things. None of us has the power to determine our background. We never chose where we were going to be born. But I must tell you something. Our future remains solidly in our hands. It only requires adequate knowledge, the right kind of objectives for you in life to be able to get where you are going. Know where you are now, what you are now, where you are going in the future, and how to get there. The only other mix you need in that equation is the courage, the willpower, and learning to pay the price. The price to get into the top. The price does not mean unethical things. The price means the discipline and the rigor that it requires to be able to get to the top. Bullshit can get you to the top, but it will never keep you there. You can steal your way to the top. You can fluff your way to the top. But trust me, you can never keep the position on top if you don't have any value to offer the world. And after my own 20-year experience, I've come to realize that there are 3 + 1 things that are recipient for knowledge, for making it and breakthrough in life. Number 1, where you are born. Land of opportunities. Countries like Europe, America, where access to credit is almost very small. But as long as you have the intellect and you have a clear vision, a country like Sweden even encourages people to take entrepreneur break from their places of work to go and try out their idea, and the country funds them. If they fail, they simply go back to their jobs and life continues. Where you are born is a major ingredient for success in life. The second one is where you are born. You're asking me, which one is where you are born again? The family you are born into. Who family today? Do you know how many entourage will follow me here today? And do you know the kind of opportunities it will? But for crying out loud, I could be. The third thing is who you know. Please, I beg you in God's name, network with people. Network with people. Network with people. Oh, people have said, oh, those who send their children to international schools, they are paying 3 million per annum. What are they teaching them? My dear, they are teaching them to be friends with children of ministers. They are teaching them to be friends with children of presidents. They are teaching them to be friends with children of the people in high places. It is not the education, it is the network that they are paying for. So that when those children live out there, and you know, like it's essential in most, whether businesses or in government, anything, they want to hand over to their children. And when they hand over to their children, who will those ones call to come and support them to achieve their goals? Who?
Their friends.
Their friends. Consciously make friends. Don't make friends with people who got no future, who aren't going anywhere. I grew up in a conservative church environment. I sang in the choir. And for even some of them who were in the choir, I never made them my friends. Because every time we talk, they're always talking low. They never had a dream. They never had a focus. They never had a vision. But if I saw anybody who was dreaming big, thinking big, expanding his worldview and horizon, those are the people I want to sit down with. And like they say, small people gossip others. Big people discuss ideas. What are you talking about? When you meet with your friends, what do you guys tell yourself? An initiative is being born today, trying to support and create a future for you all. How are you taking advantage of this opportunity to be able to further enhance your growth in life? But above it all, let me say one thing. There's one unique element that makes all the difference, and that's our Creator. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth. It's very easy for us all to say, you know what, now I have achieved it all. What else? Let me tell you something. I know of a CEO, very great guy, fantastic guy. He's been on the top of the world. Global CEO. Just went for a short visit to the hospital. Came back with cancer. He was dead at 45. Was a global CEO. You know, at the end of it all, what is the objective of life? I prayed a little prayer yesterday before I came. I said, may I discover purpose every day. And may I fulfill it. It's a prayer you need to pray for yourself every day. It will be a waste of God's investment in you if you do not fulfill purpose. And it will be a waste of life and existence if you fulfill purpose here on earth. And at the end of the day, your Creator frowns at you. So in all you are doing, balance it all. I want to fulfill destiny, and I want to be able to get back to my Maker, God Almighty. And He will look at me and say, you know what? I'm proud of you. And that's the goal for us all to be able to get to in life. So in all things, break every form of bias. Break all forms of limitations. There's a popular quote that changed my life. He said, everything you have always wished for is on the other side of fear. Fear will limit you. But always break that barrier and overcome it and get to the top of where you are going to. Young people, you guys are also surrounded by social media. There are positive uses of social media, but there are also negative uses of social media. The time will come you will need to regulate your life. And like I always tell some of my friends in Lagos, our fathers started their life in one-room apartment. then they graduated to room and parlor.
Yes, sir.
Make up your mind that when you want to start, at least let me start from 2-bedroom flats. And when your children are starting, they start from 3-bedroom flats. And then when the other ones are starting, they start from their own duplex. And then they start from their own mansion. And then they start from owning bigger, greater things. It must not be as it has been in the days of my father, so shall it be with us, time immemorial until the coming of our Lord. That will never be your portion.
Amen.
So, as much as possible, please enjoy the process of learning in life. Enjoy the process of dedication. They tell you it is no longer hard work, it is smart work. Do you know the real definition of smart work? Creating hard work. Hard work is a constant in life. Ask Prof. He's already a prof now. But he will still read at night because more and more papers will come. People will challenge some of their held on to norms. And then new discoveries will come. After all, in secondary school, back in our time, an atom is the smallest indivisible part of an element. Today, is it the smallest? We have what? Protons, neutrons, and electrons. And even in the protons, neutrons, and electrons, you have your what? Your free radicals that are all over the place now. And people keep discovering things. I was challenged by a Nigerian who says when you dial a mobile phone, it's a specific phone that rings. And they are all working on rays. How come no other phone rings? Because of some programming. He says the intervention we are making in cancer treatment, where people take chemotherapy, every cell of the body is hit. But is there no way we can program those treatments to only target the cancer cells? And she was funded by global bodies to say, hello young lady, go for it. Go fix this thing. And if you get it, do you know how that will revolutionize medicine in our world today? And the cost of healthcare will come down. Please dream. Don't limit your dreaming. When I served in Ekiti State, many of them wanted to be local government employees because they were the highest paid, 7,000 naira a month. And I told them, I was the highest paid copper. I was earning 4,000 naira. Not me today, I'm a big boy. It was from the time of NYSC. But then, I told them something. My life is not going to end here. There are bigger things to look forward to. Today, let me challenge you not to intimidate you by saying I look back in 20 years' time. In 20 years from when I graduated, we bettered a company called Seamless HR. It's worth several millions of dollars. And I know the value of my shares in the company. My late friend, D'Amico, had a dream. And from teaching private tutorials, we can see what he built, which is still his legacy today. I started Diversity Talent Management Limited. What was our dealing then? We had no employee. Today we're dealing with over 2,000 employees. And then we are paying salaries. At least as at last month, when we paid out salaries, we paid out in excess of 100 million. And we are growing still. We started Appian Way School. It started with, interestingly, 7 children. And that was exactly 5 years ago. My 2 children at the time, my sister's twin, my brother's daughter, and one of the teacher's 2 children. And those were the 7 pupils with which we started 5 years ago. We're 100 today. And we have grown. And were it not for COVID-19, we would have even moved further. And what also affected us is the jackpot syndrome. Because some of our parents too, also jackpots too. We will grow. And the vision is still there. I look back. We're starting up a 4 billion naira hospital, which is going to be called Mega Life Health. And what are we focused on? It's going to be a diagnostic outset. And it will look after oncology treatment, pharmacy. It will look also for radiology, medical diagnosis, lifestyle adjustment, physiotherapy. And that's just all we want to do. Because we found out that this is the intervention needed in our medical world today, apart from inpatient and outpatient care and treatment. And we're focusing on some parts of Lagos. May I also tell you, we have a plan for OET too. Very, very soon. And it will come to pass, because it's part of the schedule that we are thinking of. And then, somehow, it was never planned. We never planned about it. But a friend just told me about something. And that was what gave birth to a company called Are Estates and Properties Limited, Nigeria, today. And today, We are building several properties across Lagos. And what we also intend to do is focus on some things. Provide good quality housing and lifestyle apartments within residential estates. And I've lived the solar line house for about 6-7 years now, and I don't need the national grid. And there is a place we are moving on to. I told NEPA when they come, if you need light in your office, let me supply you. And I will also be sending you my bills too. Very, very soon. The guy was looking at me. I said, can you see all these panels? He said, oh, the factory. I said, no, the house. So we're thinking of that. And we were having a conversation when we were coming, and we looked at the expanse of land all around us. Nothing happening there.
Nothing.
My Israeli friend said, I wish we had this in Israel.
Yeah, that's true.
And we felt,
that's true.
Can we start mechanized farming here in this nation? We have more than enough arable land, not just to feed Africa, to feed the entire world. Can we focus on it? So don't look at farming and be thinking of your father with a cutlass or a hoe. No. Think bigger. There are acres of land all around here. And tell your father, you see this your farm? We will make a gold mine out of it. I only pray God keeps you alive when I'm doing just that for you. So there's room for partnership and opportunity for you to be able to grow. And then we got another place out of our estate. And lo and behold, somebody was just having a conversation with us. And that was how we created our Rec Hall and Event Center. 20 years ago, I was a hapless young guy, struggling with life, graduating from zoology department, having no clear vision of what life was throwing at me. But I sat back and I asked myself, I've got internet, I've got God. What do I need? Knowledge and the discipline to be able to get to where I'm going to. I actively sought that knowledge and I applied the principle of discipline. Like one of my friends too will say, Agberi, collector of your wealth, of your produce, of your profit. Please run away from the things that distract young people. You see this whole concept of, oh, I want to enjoy my life. Oh, this girl, she's fine. That boy is handsome. My friend, one day your wife will touch you. You tell her to be alone. You see? Just let me sleep. I'm telling you, don't be in a hurry for what you will never stop having the most of it. Stay disciplined. Stay focused. Stay focused on where you are going to and what you want to achieve. And as you have started small, don't stay small. Please keep at it. As I wrap up finally, S2S initiative is starting off. We'll see what we can do to be able to support you. I think we gave our trainees, how much then? 150,000 naira. And our facilitators taught us for free, eh? What should we do for them? Should we clap our hands for them?
Yes.
Okay. A check will come to our facilitators too. I don't tell you how. A check will come to our facilitators, and by the special grace of God, we will also send a check to S2S too. Initiative. And we will be willing to support you. So that when next we come here, we want this room filled up with young people. We want lives more and more transformed. We want destinies redefined. And we want to be able to put Africa on the map of the world. Every time I go around there in the world, I love it when white men drive me. Because it reminds me, it's reversing the order now.
Yes.
So I got you, yes. My great-grandfather drove your great-grandfather, you didn't drive me. Hello? Yes. And that's where we're going. Because life changes. So never stop at where you are now. Keep pushing forward. At the end of it all, every day ask yourself, what value do I have to offer the world? And the world will stand still to have your value. Thank you very much for having me.
Wow. That was mind-blowing. That was just too much. That was inspiring. Keep clapping, keep clapping. Are you not excited? Somebody who's started small but never stayed small. Someone who has stretched his tentacle from health to business to real estate. Now think solution except the one that is in your mind. He said we should break all the barriers. Your success is on the other side of your fear. Tell yourself, I'm going to rise. From start to stardom. Say, I will rise from start to stardom. Because I have a dream. And I will keep dreaming. And I will keep changing my world. Please kindly be seated. I'm just so pumped up. We could do for a living. And in fact, at that conference, I even went to meet some of the UNICEF officials. And I told them, I'm interested in changing my world, especially in the field of health. I want to develop solutions, healthcare solutions that will limit the rate of preventable death in the world. Sharing from what I do, and from there I learned a few things I could do. So people are still sitting there. You know what to do. You can come forward and meet me. I'm open. Yeah, you can meet Prof. This one of the greatest privileges of your life. Don't listen. I want you to come forward and there's people are sitting down. And I want to meet new people. Are you excited? Come on, young boy, can I meet you? Come over here. What's your name? Wow, everybody look at Samuel. I'm meeting a new friend today. Come here. Samuel says he wants to become an engineer. And I'm so happy to meet Samuel. Wow, so interesting, so excited. Wow. Thank you so much. We are rounding up now. I will exchange some contacts. Thank you, Mama. Intentionally build relationship. Thank you so much. It feels like it should not end. I'm so excited to see beautiful faces. Thank you for honoring our invitation.
Traditionally, you would expect that this will be much more suitable for young people. But I can tell you it's not only young people who have been inspired by many things that we've heard from this platform today and this afternoon. We have all been inspired, and we are so grateful for all our speakers, from the chairman to the keynote speakers to the director, the founding leaders of this empowerment initiative, To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. So in order to keep the fire burning, now a wonderful young at heart man just approached me now. He's an elderly person, a senior citizen, so to say. And what he said to me was that, look, I am fed up, I am full. I don't know if you actually see the light bulb in his eyes, something like is sparkling inside him. He said, I am full. That's what he said to me. When somebody is full, you know what that means? He's like, he's been ignited, something has been ignited inside of him. And he would like to take a major action in his life. So it is not yet over, irrespective of our age. The keynote speaker was talking about, the media team. Please, I'd like you to project how people can volunteer for us. The link, let's have it. If you want to volunteer for the organization, I can tell you there are loads and loads of benefits of volunteering. Loads of opportunities. I'm a product of volunteering. I studied computer science, and I've had opportunities to make a lot of difference in different parts of the world because of my willingness to give to the society. And there's no end to it. As I'm speaking to you by the end of this month, I'm picking up another assignment again. And who knows what is going to come to your life as a result of you putting in your gift, you putting in your time to make the world a better place. All right, as that one is going, ladies and gentlemen, can we please receive our wonderful chairman, our prof, as he leads or facilitates the next session. That's the 9th item on our program. Can we please put our hands together for him?
Again, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our keynote speaker. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. The value system that the visionary of this initiative holds there is not the regular value system we find in society. Otherwise, it is not me, it is not the keynote speaker, it is not the ladies and gentlemen who are here this afternoon. That will be here. This is the time that we need to support this initiative as we have this launch. But the pattern we're going to take is not the pattern of society whereby I'll stay here and say, I'm giving 5 million naira and everybody will clap. And then you come and say, it's giving and then we'll clap. No. My priest will always tell us, my past priest, not that he will always tell us, he will always lead us in church to give voluntarily, sacrificially. He will tell us, if you give and it doesn't pain you, then you have not given. But when you give and it pains you, that's when you have given. And you give anonymously. And every time he did that, we raised more money than when people stood in front of the podium and hold the mic and want people to clap for them for how much they have given. In fact, there are some people who will not give as much as they would love to give because it's been announced. Because they don't want attention attracted to them. And I see that in my church every now and then. Every time we call for anonymous giving, you will see somebody giving 500,000, 300,000. When you say people should come and announce, everybody gives 20,000. Because nobody wants to be identified as the man who gave 500,000 at the end of the day. That's the truth. And it makes sense. So today, we're going to be supporting. God will help us to support this initiative so that this dream can become bigger. And I will lead that process, not because I'm going to be the biggest giver, but because I'm the chair of this occasion. And that's what I'm being called upon, to come and start this process. So what I will do, the way I always coordinate this kind of thing in my church, is that the conquerors there, please, can you have sheets of paper? Can you please have just tiers of pieces of paper, okay? Cut them into small pieces and give it to everybody. Maybe not these children, not the school children and the beneficiaries, but those of us who have come to support, this initiative today. Let them just write, their names, their phone numbers, and what they would like to give anonymously, and then they hand it over, including myself. Because
wonderful individuals who are outstanding in what they do and who are also inspiring young people in different parts of the world. So we're going to have some of these people to come up and present the certificates to them. While I will want the director himself to be here, so you present it in collaboration with these individuals. So if I could just please request Mrs. B. Farring, MT, that's the founder of Mary Kay Foundation. If you can just please come up for this session. We have 3 sessions of the presentation, dictionary units. So we have let's celebrate her.
Abimbola Victoria, Ayomide.
If you're here, just walk up, please.
Ayoleke Ojida.
On behalf of To Stardom Empowerment Initiative.
Akano Abilant. Yes, come forward.
This is the certificate of completion from start to Stardom Empowerment Initiative.
fast about it. Agbola prays.
All this group of people, Atorishe, Atojushe, Atayeshe. So on behalf of To Stardom, I present this discovery.
Ajayi Oluwa Blessing Oluwafunmilayo.
This is Ajayi Oluwa Blessing Oluwafunmilayo, cosmetology.
Ojo Deborah Toluwalope.
Ojo Deborah, I love your natural hair. Congratulations. Oyedumade Kadijans for some methodology.
Hello. Ajayi Tayo Aga Chidima.
Ajayi Taiwo Mary. That's my namesake.
Fashion design. Olamitu Esther.
Congratulations. Olamitu Esther, fashion designer.
Hello. Oyinkansola Zainab Ahmed.
Fashion design.
Thank you very much, man. We appreciate you for your help. Yes, to handle the next one, the next set of certificates, Mr. Benga Adeyanju, the Chief Executive Officer of Adeyanju Conglomerate. Please, let's celebrate him as he comes forward. Thank you, sir.
I hope Benga was doing a shoot of Thank you so much. Ajayi Kehinde Elizabeth. A round of applause.
Congratulations.
Balogun Waliya.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Adebola Prince. Ajayi Deborah Oluwatobi. Catering and confectionery. Akinola Victoria Ayomide. Shoemaking and photography, please. Alimi Temitope Ayobami, photography. Alegbele Oluwa Fayokemi, photography. Photography. Alegbele Oluwa Fayokemi.
We appreciate you, sir. All right. To present this next I want us to welcome the wife of our keynote speaker for this set. That's Mommy Adebayo, please. You can just come up, please. Dr. Mrs. Adebayo, can we please celebrate her? She comes forward.
Please, when you get your name, just come forward. Uthman Ayoade Odegbele.
appreciate you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Yes, for this last set, could we please request the pleasure of our chairman, Prof. Ijatola KT, as we present this set of certificates. Thank you.
Cheers. Adekoya Kinde. Definitely, Uraola. Oyene Kwamarachi Esther. The most efficient volunteer. With all our lives. Actually, I have a singular honor to present the most efficient. He is the chairman of the launching committee and then one of the visionary behind To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. So I want to present you to Prof. Mr. Adebayo Oluwamuyiwa. Thank you very much, sir.
Because of that little intro that you have given, we need to thank you in a special way. Because when they said you are the co-conqueror, as if you are hired for a fee, or if you're a volunteer, then we need to thank you for coming to do this and doing this so brilliantly. Congratulations, please keep this up.
Ajayi Prudence Oladisi. You can't use the handshake of the top. Permit me, please, Prof. Permit me to introduce the program coordinator. He coordinated everything, and yet he has no certificate. But he said he has been feeling. He said, I want an autograph with Prof. That's all he wants. So, Prof, please give him your autograph as his own certificate. Thank you very much. We are first now with Prof.
I came all the way from Adamawa to attend medical school in OAU. So I'm sure he's so impressed with us that he has stories to tell when he gets back to Adamawa. This is great effect. Our place to have you.
Well, thank you very much.
I'd like to stand on the existing protocol, and I want to sincerely appreciate our keynote speaker, the professor, and all the guests, everyone in the house. I think we're in the right place. Yes, because of what we've been seeing this morning. And I want to direct my advice to the students in the house. I am a nurse, and this is our week. And we have a program. Yesterday was the post-summer birthday of the modern mother of nursing. I'm just going to take a bit from the nursing process. Want to share it with others. You can apply. It can be applied anywhere to anything. Anybody can use it. And this is stages. The first stage is, are you listening, students? Yeah. Okay. The first stage is assessments. As we are here, I'm sure you are assessing yourself. What am I going to do? What level am I? What can I do? What can I make out of my life? You are assessing where you're coming from, where you are, and where you want to get to. And the next stage is diagnosis. Don't mind the medical term. You can diagnose yourself. You can pinpoint and say, this is where I am. This is where I should be, and this is where I'm aiming to be, and that's why they've been talking about dreaming and dreaming since morning. You have to dream a dream, and I pray as you dream, your dream shall come to pass. And the next is planning. You have to plan your life. What are you going to do with your life? I am going to do, you are so. And as you advance, you alter, you change, and then the next one is implementation. I'm talking about nursing process that can be applied to any situation and will be of assistance to everyone that is seated here today. Implementation. And then you get all of that implemented. Don't cross your hand. Don't say you don't have a cash. Don't say I don't have somebody to push me. I am not a daughter of a queen. I am not a daughter of a king. You are somebody. And then you can apply all of that and get to where you're going to get to. And the last phase is evaluation. Evaluation. You have to evaluate and see all that you have been putting in place. Even at the stage that you are, you can see, evaluate yourself and see if you are doing well, or you need to add more, or you need to change your style, or you need whatsoever you want to adjust, you can say adjust. And let me tell you, the youth in the house, you are the future, and the future starts now. Thank you.
Wow, that was a beautiful, bless you. So, because she's a mother, and then because she's also a nurse, she has a gift for a female child, for our girls, but it's just one slot. So I'm going to ask a question.
Alright, sir, will you officially receive them, sir? As I present the volunteers to you.
Thank you very much. When we started, we believed that we cannot do it alone. You see that all these things that you see taking place today, these are the people who gave their time, their treasures, and their talents. And so since then, we put in adverts on social media, and they feel it. Many of them, they wanted to work today. We now told them, let's follow the due process today. And so I present the new volunteers to the world of S to S. Together with them, we will discover talents and we will fulfill destinies. Thank you very much. You're welcome to the household of To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. A round of applause for them, please. Thank you.
To S to S. So S to S side in the house, we'll shout S to S, and then we'll cut the cake. S to Thank you very much, Sazama. We do appreciate you.
On behalf of my family, lovely families that the Lord God has given to me, I cannot but bring them to the podium because they are behind this vision. And so everything you see today, I acknowledge their presence, the wisdom, and the understanding. I want to call my lovely wedded wife to the podium, please. And then my children. Can you come on board? And S to S family, we appreciate every one of us the way we have come today, even though with shortest time we've been able to come to grace this occasion. Our prayer is that as many of us who have the mind of giving and you really want to see life changing, because the greatest gift you have is to influence life. Our next project is to give scholarship to 1,500 students in primary and post-primary, school, and still until they gain admission. And then after that, we want to still do another empowerment. That one will be coming by June or July. You are going to get it. But if you believe that through S to S, you can sponsor just one student, please, I told God, I am not going to take $1 of anybody who sponsor, who will come on board to be a partner. What I'm telling you is that To Stardom Empowerment Initiative is the account. And anybody who is going to be of help, you have the right, anytime, any day, to ask for the account statement. Everything you are going to use the money for, will be accountable for it. I'm talking to you now, there are some students on this campus now, they don't have a place to go. No home, no father, no mother. As somebody. S2S is not being established as a political whatever, to get money. No, it's just to help. I said, Prof, when you were the provost of sciences, did you help anybody for admission? I said, of course. With your level, if I come and say, sir, see these students, no father, no mother, but he has passed jam. How do you help for admission? By the time he passed through OAU, become a graduate, poverty will be what? Will be cut off. I said, you have a link. There are places I cannot get to. Prof can get there. There are places I cannot get to. My keynote speaker, that's why I said, sir, though you are busy in Lagos, just come down. And then come and touch life. We don't have anything today. This art only that we have, your time. I see many of my people just coming in. Dr. Arolo, you are duly recognized. Honorable Kayode, you are duly recognized. Thank you so much for coming. And they all came to this time for this program just because of what? Just because of life. Youth, by the grace of God, they are here. Connection through S2S. But don't take advantage of S2S. You know, you don't use S2S and dump S2S. If you know that you have serious and great challenge and it's going to be verified, scrutinized, there are people there. We may not know people directly, but we know people who know people. And the people who know people know people. And the people who know people, they know God. So if I trace it to you, you trace it to somebody, you trace it to somebody, at the end of the day, we'll trace it to God. I'm so much happy today. Fathers and mothers, honorable students, every one of us that will come to grace this occasion is because you have a heart. And by the time you get to Stardom, please try to help people. Help somebody who is in need. Wipe away tears. Because every million that we make, when we drop dead, they will be scampering around to take it. But the life that is influenced, the life that is touched, the life that is helped, to rid poverty, to rid, all forms of challenges that are plaguing our youth, we will be able to do something to help them. So determine today and promise God. You don't have anything for now in terms of money, but you can have a heart. Just as I said, you don't need to know Aristotle or Plato to serve in kindness and then in love. Thank you so much for coming today. I really appreciate you. We will see you at Stardom. Thank you.
To an official close, we want to thank you for your patience. Thank you for all that you've given. You've given us your time. You've given us your attention. You've given us your resources as well. On behalf of my wonderful MC, Ines Omolumi, we want to say thank you for allowing us to serve you. By the grace of God, we're looking forward to seeing more of you. We already have your contact. Very soon we'll be contacting you and we'll be giving you updates of what S2S is doing. So let me allow my wonderful partner to say bye to you as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you for making this event colorful. It couldn't have been possible without your presence. Thank you all and God bless you.
Our talents are treasures, so let us use them for our dreams. We all have wings to fly. If only here we try, we can rise above the rest. No matter what life throws away, we can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. We can make a difference and build the future we believe in. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday. Together we'll make this journey from start to stardom someday.
kò ń ṣe ìgbésí ayé bámúbámú láti yọ àwọn bébí ń pọ̀ mẹ́rin kọ̀ọ̀kan ló yẹ kí ìjọba máa ṣe. Àwọn báyìí ló yẹ kán máa kójọ, kán máa ṣe ìwúrí fún, kó máa ṣe ìrànwọ́ fún. In fact, tó bá fẹ́ ṣe àwọn nǹkan ìrónilágbára tí ìjọba máa sọ pé àwọn fẹ́ ṣe, kò ń ṣe pé kó yẹ kó máa pe aráàlú, ìjọba ò yẹ kó dúró kó máa pe aráàlú. Àwọn èèyàn báyìí ló yẹ kó máa lò, àwọn tó ti ń ṣiṣẹ́ yìí, even tí ò lọ́wọ́ ìjọba nú tó ti ń ṣe, àwọn ló yẹ kó kójọ pé irú àwọn èèyàn báyìí mélòó ló wà ń gbòòrò, ẹ pè wọ́n wá, kó wá sọ fún wa kí náà ń ṣe àti bá a ṣe lè ràn wọ́n lọ́wọ́ láti jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí wọ́n ń ṣe kó gbòòrò sí i. Ṣùgbọ́n kí la máa rí tíjọba máa ń ṣe, wọ́n á pe olóṣèlú kan, òun náà lọ pa àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ẹ̀ àtàwọn ará ilé ẹ̀ àtàwọn èèyàn tó mọ̀ rí, wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe àwọn láwọn ń ṣe ìwòrán lágbára, kí náà máa ṣe, wọ́n máa rẹ̀ ẹ̀rọ ata, wọ́n máa rọ̀ kadà, ìyẹn kọ́ ló ń pè ní ìwòrán lágbára. Kò ń ṣe pé ká máa fáwọn èèyàn lẹ́ja, ṣùgbọ́n jẹ́ ká kọ́ wọn bọ́n ṣe ń pẹja, òpin yẹn ló wúlò. Ìjọba nílò láti fọwọ́sowọ́pọ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn èèyàn báyìí, kán kó wọn jọ, wọ́n ṣe ìwúrí fún wọn, kán lò wọ́n láti reach láti dọ́dọ̀ àwọn aráàlú tó nílò ìrànlọ́wọ́.
Thank you very much. My name is Victor Fumbi-Adebayo. I'm the keynote speaker at the Start to Stardom initiative here in Obafemi Awolowo University in Ile-Ife. And what are we doing here today? All we just want to do is try to see how to empower young minds so that they can possess adequate hands-on skills to be able to deliver on all the mundane, everyday activities of life. So skills such as being a cosmetologist, skills such as being a caterer, skills such as being a shoemaker in itself, not just a cobbler who repairs shoes, but how to be able to make them. Those are some of the skills we are teaching them here. And beyond that, we are also imparting in them life skills. Virtues that will transcend the borders of any nation. Virtues of honesty, of sincerity, of transparency. Even in a dark world where everybody simply wants to scheme and take advantage of the other person. But we're saying, you know what? Remain focused. When you combine capability in your chosen field with the fact that everybody now anchors on the fact that you are transparently honest. When you give them 1 week, they will get the result in 1 week. Those two things will take them global. And that's what we're doing at Start to Stardom initiative.
Yes, I was invited to attend this Start to Stardom program, and that's why I'm here. This Start to Stardom empowerment initiative is fantastic. It's great. I love it. It can add value to our youth. The youth are supposed to be our future. And like I told them, the future starts now. And so if we can get our youth in the right place, I think they're good to go. It might not be the whole solution, but then we are going to start from somewhere. So if you clean your corner and I clean my corner, we have a good environment to live in. So I think it's a good way to go. My candid advice to them is that anywhere they find themselves, they should be honest, they should be transparent, they should be accountable, and they should also be ready to assist others. They've been assisted, and then they should give it back to other people. And I want to advise people that are outside there, that they have money, they have cash, they don't even know what to do. You can come, get in contact with what you did, and then help the humanity.
My name is Aribula Deborah. I feel so excited by being participants, and I want to advise people that we should always be committed and have goals, have focus, determination. Because when I started this, I'm not going to miss any day out of this, and it actually came to pass, and I was happy that I'm part of them. I can reach stardom if I'm focused and be determined. So I will advise the people watching me that they should always be focused. They should not even look at any form of distraction about them. Even some people, maybe they are not living with their parents, they are just living with people. They should have the mind that, okay, this thing, I must do it, I must get it, I must be at the top. Start to Stardom. I just pray that the Lord should bring more hands to help us to more than we can. So thank you.
My name is Omokwariola Bengadane. Start to Stardom is a vision that came out as a result of my own experience in life. I was not born with silver spoon. I received the mercy of God to be somebody that will rise from grass to grace. And when
it got to a particular point when I see how God has helped me, that I am not qualified to be somebody in life by virtue of my background. If God has created everybody with a star, but what is the factor that makes them not to reach stardom? 7 billion people are in the world, but how many people are celebrities? How many people reach their stardom? And also remind me of the students that we were in school together. My classmates in primary school will be running up and down on the grass and say, what do you want to become? One will say, I want to become a doctor. The other one will say, I want to be a nurse. I want to be this. I want to be an engineer. I want to be a lawyer. But many, by the time we finish secondary school, some of them that are female, they got pregnant. And that was how the dream aborted, terminated. Some of the men too, because they lost the father, they lost mother. Some of them could not continue. Somehow because of bad friends. But I obtained mercy. So when I look back and I see that it's not because I merit it. And I say, okay, the little God has given to me, it's better to use it. Everybody is a star. How will they get to stardom? And that is our vision, our goal. To discover people whose stars have been buried, whose stars have been affected because of all the challenges that I've mentioned. Vision of S2S is not for the people that are born with silver spoon. It's for the indigent, but they have talent. They want to make it in life too, but they need somebody. It's like they are in the well and raising their hand and crying for help and crying for help. That is the essence and the purpose of S2S. Now, empowerment is looking at the real need. Buying Okada, buying machine, even buying car for people. Car will get spoiled. Okada will get finished one of these days. That is the empowerment in terms of politics. Empowerment of politics is to showcase, is to make noise. But the real empowerment is to see the real need. That's why somebody say, don't give me fish, teach me how to fish. In fact, now they said, don't teach me how to fish. Give me an ocean so that I can make others also to know how to fish. So that's the more important. Instead of giving somebody fish, if you give somebody fish, fish will finish. But teach somebody how to fish, or give somebody an ocean, a pond, he will know how to cultivate it. There are people like, as you see today, many people's eyes were open to see that, oh, so I can do this, I can become this. That is a real empowerment. Open the eyes of people that you have this gift, you have the talent, you have the skill. You may not have the money, but your talent can give you money. You may not have the money, but your skill will give you money. Empowerment is to see somebody dying and sick and give the person life by paying the hospital bills. And when the person come up alive, he will be able to make meaningful things in life. Do you understand? Empowerment is to see somebody who wants to go to school. Brilliant, but nobody to sponsor, nobody to care. And then you say, okay, because of this talent that you are very brilliant, but you are poor to pay your school fees. Okay, from now till you finish, I am going to be responsible for that. You will see that kind of a thing is not being broadcast. That is what empowerment is all about. Thank you so much. It's a very great question. If every man living on earth, and fingers are not equal. And that's why if we pray till tomorrow, that's how the world has been. Life is not fair, but God is faithful. In the sense that when you talk about giving back to society, it is the society who have made one way or the other. But God bless you in that society. So giving back to society is that you have seen what you have been able to go through in life and your eyes open, that you don't really merit the position where you are. Are you a doctor? Are you a lawyer? Even are you a politician? Are you a governor? Irrespective of the position, you are once nobody. And so when you now God now make you somebody, it is very, very important to now say, okay, let me give back to the society. And somebody who does not have a vision, who does not have a passion, somebody who is selfish, who wants to amount everything to himself, will not want to be conscious of giving back to the society. Giving back to society is not only this one we are doing. Giving back to society is to see the potholes in your area and fill it up. It's to see the gutter that is filled up. You don't need a camera to come and publicize, to come and video you to present to the world. You feel it. And that is the way we started. That we see bad road, even when we didn't have car, we fill it up. That's in Yoruba adage that entongbale nile mofun. So whatever we can do, there are people in that situation, and that giving back to society, it gives you joy, it gives you happiness, no matter how small, is to see the need in the life of humanity. And so I believe in the ministry of humanity, and that was the ministry that Jesus Christ came for in this world. It is the ministry of humanity. He meet the first need of people and then give them the real need. He now give what? The real need. Thank you very much. Just as we had today, we cannot do it alone. We cannot do it alone. And when we work together, if you want to work faster, Daddy says you go alone. But if you want to go farther, go together. We need collaboration. We need cooperation. We need assistance. We need donation. In fact, we need people whose hearts have been touched, who are in this. You know, some people don't have this opportunity of what we have today, but they are in their bed, they are in their sitting room, they are in other places, but they say, oh, who am I going to help? What am I going to do to help people by virtue of my position, by virtue of my money? But they don't have the platform. So that's why God has set up this platform, To Stardom Empowerment Initiative. People can reach out to us that I have this. Do you have people? They may not know people to give it to. We have those people that we can help if they come to us. And so we are open to be invited, for collaboration, for cooperation, and then for assistance. We cannot do it alone. We need people, we need assistance, especially the goal that we have before us. My advice to the students is that what they've had today, especially from the keynote speaker, they should not allow anybody to kill their dream. They should not allow anybody to kill their star. They should not allow situation at home, family challenge, societal, interference to limit them. They should see beyond the challenge at home. They should see beyond their background. They should see beyond their environment. In fact, they should see beyond their parental upbringing. They should just believe in themselves that God has created them with a star, and they must strive to reach stardom, come what may.